Ladies and gentlemen, hi, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a look at Warpforge. Now if you're not familiar with Warpforge, it's a relatively new game. It's came out in early access. It's a trading card game, as well as being online. It's free to play. There's a whole bunch of monikers with it. Essentially what we're going to do is that I'm going to jump into a game really quickly just to show you a brief description of what it's about, explain kind of what's going on with it. It's basically Hearthstone, but don't tell anyone. We'll look at all the menus, I'll explain some bits and bobs about it, and then we'll play another game, and then that'll be all done. And then if you're interested, you can play it some, and if you're not interested, then don't. And that's how a general look into things work, isn't it? So you'll notice we've got practice. For people who want to practice, we've got draft, which we'll go into a little bit later. There's multiplayer. Whether there's going to be more modes later on when it's out of early access, I don't know. We're going to have a look at it anyway. And I've got some orc decks and stuff. We're going to go unranked because I'm not a massive sweat. And we'll just play a lovely little bit of deck information there, which I'll explain later on. But let's just get into it. Let's see what's going on. We're in the low division, but don't judge me on that. Going against the Necrons. And if you've ever played Hearthstone, this will look very familiar. Or even if you played Magic the Gathering or kind of any other things, you open things up and you'll notice that everyone's got like little blue bits. That's how much energy they cost per turn to play. You've got melee attacks, range attacks, health, a little bit of information each kind of what they could do, which we will explain as we go. Oh, we've got a grot, which is 1 energy. It's wonderful. So you'll notice that we've got we've got our energy over here. Lets us know how many energy bits we can spend per turn. Do you mind speaking? I'm trying to explain the game. How very dare you. Either way, you've got your main boss. Objective is to kill the other opponent. Good and proper. And we have got to play some cards. Now, orcs, their primary shtick is to be able to summon as many orcs humanly possible as early as possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to summon the grot. And because it's got a thing called Tide, every time we summon one, we get another card of it, and we can summon an extra one if we've got spare energy. We'll summon 2 grots. And because these Necrons over here have got 2 health, what I want to do is that I want to kill them quickly, because you'll notice that over there, they've got something called a Remnant. It means when the unit dies, it leaves behind a Remnant. Remnants are destroyed at the end of your turn, which means that they can potentially resurrect them. And I don't want that. So I'm going to kill that quick and proper. You'll also notice that with the melee and range attacks, sometimes they've got different values, which we'll certainly be seeing later on. I feel sorry for the guy on the other team having to wait for me to explain all this stuff. But you know what? That's what you get. That's what you get for taking on the land shark. Trying to have fun. Look at you. There's no need for it. So what else can we explain while this is going? Oh, no, never mind. What are you doing? You've got some bits and bobs on you. You're frenzied. Unit attacks by itself at the start of the turn, which is useful, because most cards, when you pop them on the stage, they can't attack on the first turn. And this unit can attack an enemy troop the same turn it goes. Oh, well, yeah, fair enough. That's kind of said the same thing twice, isn't it? Now, notice it's got no range attack, so what I can do is I can... Oh, never mind you. I can pull back, select ranged, and then pew him. Take that. Glorious stuff. I can also shove some boys, and now mob you should get an effect when another friendly unit does a melee attack. So actually, I can summon you. But I don't want to kill my grot, because the grot has 2 health. He has 2 health. I want to keep him for other things. So what I might do with 3 energy is just summon a random truck boy. Why not? Now we'll leave him there. Cool stuff. You'll also notice that every turn we get a brand new card. It's called the Red War. Basically, every hero has got their own card that they get every turn. Let's draw a troop from our card, or from our deck, and give them 1+ melee. So obviously it makes the orcs a lot more keen on beating people up in close combat. Oh, he's gone for a blooming Technomancer. Every time they play a stratagem, which is basically the magic cards of this game, it can reanimate a random friendly unit. But he's killed himself, so... Ha! Interesting. We can use this card to destroy a random enemy troop. He's got 4 health, which will be a pain to kill. Board clear. That unit is a real pain. With 4 health, there's not much that we have. Well, I mean, we've got a range attack, but like, that's... It'll take a while to kill him. Let's kill a random enemy troop. And then we'll shoot this dude. Yes. That's what we'll do. But yes, the Necron Lord, what do you have? You've got the deploy Necron Warrior. which brings out this dude. And that's it. You can have different heroes for different factions. I know there's another one of these. I think you got Oricon the Diviner, which basically allows you to choose a card from your deck and bring it to the front, which I think is a little bit too strong IMO. But that's fine. Let's bring out the Shooter Boy. And let's also give him an Orc encampment, give camouflage and 1 armor to your troops. Generally you want all of your troops out here, but I think that this Orc deck that you get at the beginning of the game is a little bit shite. But whatever, that's fine. So we've given these guys a bit of armor, so we'll take some damage on the chin, hopefully keeping him alive. Now you notice that these guys have got a Vanguard, which means that it's basically tanking. You can't take it, no one else can be hit until we kill this dude first. So he's got 5 melee damage. Ah, that's terrifying. So we are going to do nothing. We're not going to hit him, because he's going to hit us anyway. To be fair, maybe the play is to actually hit him. I don't know. What? How could you hit him? Oh, he was stealthed. You bastard. I've been bamboozled. Well, this is just terrible. What a terrible day to have eyes. Okay, alright, well, you know what? Summon 2 of these boys. But see, the range attack is what makes them weak, because, like, they won't trade very well against these guys. But if I summon, well, if I risk it and gain a Red War, You see, the problem with this deck is that it relies too much on units with, like, high energy cost. If it was full of grots, oh mate, a grot deck on this would be phenomenal. Grot deck with like a couple of these, maybe a couple of these mob gain 1+ melee. Right, shut up you. Let us throw out one of... Nah. Let's throw out 2 of these. Boys, just like a whole and that'll be it. Shit, we can't attack on it on turn 1, but... We can't attack anyone else, because I'd love to shoot this Necron Warrior. But then this knob better resurrect him. Ah, we're probably gonna die. We're probably gonna die. There's not much hope here. But yeah, I'll explain the balancing later on, because the Necrons are quite chunky. Quite strong. But hey ho. Yeah, there's no hope for us here. No hope for us in the Orc deck. There's not much love going on, I'll be honest. We do have the option to resign, but I've learned that if you resign in this game, any kind of rewards you get cancelled out, so we'll power through. Oh, there's nothing could stop us, really. Right, so we've got Grot Bomb. So, Orcs seem to have a lot of RNG-related stuff with them, so this is the second ability that deals damage to a random enemy. Previous one was like killing a random trooper. So I mean, RNG, that's hurts, because he's got blooming regeneration. And he can also reanimate people, which is bloody rubbish. Okay, we've got Death Dread. Oh, well, we could have, but we don't have enough energy. And you could have also dealt 1 to 3 random damage. But you see, so Orcs have got things like this. There's got tank, unstable. When the unit dies, it deals 0 to 3 damage to adjacent units. It's got 1+ armor, so it reduces incoming damage by 1. But that's not the point, because unstable sounds like it's fun, but it's not. I mean, like, if it was like a really strong one, but like what, for like 3 energy, you get 3 attack, 3 ranged, and 3 defense. He doesn't look at these guys. These guys are free, and they trade in a ranged engagement quite nicely with him. I mean, yeah, he's got 1 armor, but like, not ideal. And we're fine. Take it, Mr. Necron man. Not like we wanted to win anyway. You know what? I always say winning's overrated. But yeah, okay, so that's basically the game in a nutshell. Let's have a look at the menus down here. So we've got player, which is obviously where we are right now. Collection goes without saying, it's where all the cards are. So I've got 1 deck of Space Marines and 1 deck of Orcs. We've got cards here, and wonderful like little nice customizable stuff. So it shows you how many cards that you can have or not have. Shows you the 3 different heroes that you can get for Space Marines. You can also funnel them out, so you can get Eldar, Orcs. We can select some of them. There we go. Orcs. Get Necrons. You can get Chaos. And you can get Tyranids. They've all got their own different kind of vibes. Each hero, I mean, they've got like a general, each deck or each faction has their own vibes and stuff. But then each commander within that faction also gives them additional stuff. If we've got Hive Commander, what do? Create a card from your hand at the start of your turn. And then, give 1 mail. It's just adaptability. Which is like, ooh, that's what Tyranids do, isn't it? But yeah, we've also got separate elements of rarity, energy cost, type as well. It's always useful. Yeah, like I said, stratagems are basically the magic cards of this game. But we'll save the shop for later. Because we've got rewards over here. So missions, like in every free-to-play card game, you've got like basically things that you could do all day, every day. And you'll notice that they've all got these little symbols next to them. So basically, if you go into campaign here, it'll show you all the different factions which you can unlock things with. You get all these points for them. And when you earn points, you're able to unlock things through these campaign little trees. So let's say, for example, I click on this. Oh, look at this. Booster pack is worth 200 points. I click that. It now belongs to me. And that is what came from here. And obviously the missions. Attack your warlord 10 times. It's going to be 100 more points. Replace them by another one. Which, to be honest, are fairly generous. But I imagine as you go on down this path towards, I don't know, this one, it becomes quite substantial for more booster packs. And I think that as the game goes on, you've probably, when you run out of all this campaign stuff, maybe thinking to yourself, ooh, maybe spending some money, which again we'll go on to in the near future. But let's see if we could buy something, I don't know, a rare wild card. Let's go for that. Thank you. And yeah, okay, we've also got the Forge, which lets us do things. So yeah, so basically every time you win with your faction or your chosen faction that you play with quite often, you level up. Every time you level up, you gain bits and stuff. And you can level up all the way to 50, which what does 50 look like for the Space Marines? You get gold and stuff, and you get, ooh, a fancy back for your cards, as well as titles and stuff to show off to all your friends, because clearly that's what we want in a game. Hey up, that is something. So going on to the shop. Now, the shop, obviously, you could buy things for individual money thingies. The All Armies one, which is, you can get one from every kind of thing. It's only 100 gold, and the other ones are 150. And yes, that is that. Which we've also got one from our rewards, so we may as well open that. Look, Mum, I'm a 2016 YouTube streamer opening cards on the Tinterwebs. Look at that amazing stuff. And all of these, one of them is guaranteed to be a rare, epic, whatever the purple one is. The other ones are meant to be random ones, so that's something. How much does 150 gold cost? They don't come in 150, so you can't, like every single game known to man, that is free to play with this kind of card incentive. It's 400 gold for the cheapest amount, which does not, I mean, you can buy two and a bit packs, but not free. Not free, because they've always got a little bit left over, which I'm not too keen on. I'll be totally honest. With the cards, you get red money from, like, not red money, what are you called? Tell you, the daily login bonus. So you could buy specific cards, they refresh every so many hours, so you could buy them, I guess. And they'll of course buy multiple versions of the same one as well. So that is something. And cosmetics. For cosmetic reasons, these also cost real life money, so do what you want with that. Now, one thing that I've noticed specifically for the decks in the collection, it's got some really nice little piece of information, so it shows you all the cards in one go. It also shows you the power curve in your decks. Quite nice. So look at this, right? I mean, they've got loads of 2s, and then medium amounts of 3s, 4s, and 5s and all that stuff. A little bit of 1s as well. 2s are where it's at, in my humble opinion. If you look at the Orcs, they're kind of just a bit mid-heavy, lacking in that early game boost, I would say, for your power. But I mean, that's just my personal preference of playstyle, because Hearthstone was a thing way back when. It's cool, we'll give one more go of the multiplayer. We'll change the deck to the Space Marines. I've not played these very often, in all honesty, but we shall certainly give them a go. In fact, to be honest, I've not played this game much at all. It's just trying to get like as much of an honest first impressions as humanly possible. Because, yeah, why not? So we've got one for level 1, we've got one for 2. Actually, no, you're a stratagem, aren't you? I want humans on the pitch. Intercessor Sergeant, we'll keep you. We'll see if we can get some more 2s. There we go, that's alright. We'll take that. Not a terrible shout at all.
Swords of Calth, with me!
Prepare for the coming
Right, what are you? Hellsphere Assault. Ephemeral gives Blast 2 and flying to your Warlord this turn. So when he's flying, I assume it means they can avoid attacking Vanguard people. So let us... What was our field? Master Fleet deal 1 damage to an enemy and the adjacent units. It's quite nice. But let us go for... the... yeah. Go for Vanguard. Let's bash him as well. See what we can do. I've probably missed loads of things. I'll be honest, if for you guys who are familiar with the channel, you'll know that this is not my format. I can either play a game, or I can cast a game, explain the game. It's not exactly my strong suit, but you know, if you never do, you never learn. That's what my ma always said. Ooh, that was a poor trade. Oh, he's gonna get up and throw a spear. Fair enough, young man. Alrighty-roo. Well, I suppose we can bring out the Intercessor Sergeant. Thank you very much, Intercessor Sergeant.
Yeah.
And we could punch him in the face. Oh, we've even got the Devastator insurance. Look at him go. Yeah. But yeah, this is, like I said, not the format of choice for me. But, you know, it's a change of pace, man. It's what we do. It's what we live for. So, we don't want to get involved with this guy because he does 5 damage in close combat. But, if I give these dudes Sacred Bolters, increase their range damage, and give them the range and then give that easy trade, baby. Yep. Look at that. We know how to play the game. And I can also... ooh, some card draw. That'd be incredibly useful. Yes, we could do this. Ooh, you're a Repulsor Executioner. 10 power there. And we can bash you. Yes. These are the things we can do. So he's got Vanguard, so he'll be able to defend us a little bit. Ooh, Corn Berserker. Now, a lot of this stuff is... ooh. How was I going to say? Oh, so Chaos, they've got quite a few cool things. A lot of their troops deal with, like, blood packs and, dark packs even. So, a lot of the units start quite weak, or maybe they've got, like, some severe weaknesses in one area, but they really quickly ramp up, which is not the vibe we want. A Maris Invader? Now. Ah, 2+ the melee attacks. Don't want melee attacks, do I? Deal 1 damage to a random enemy.
We need to move.
Shut up, you. Right, what's your other things? Right, okay, so we do this.
Taking cover. Enemies in range.
And we shoot him. Then we do that. That way, if he attacks us here, he will lose him. Oh, actually, oh no, actually, yeah, that way, yeah. That works as well. Yes. So now our Vanguard will take his Vanguard on for an even trade. And we've still got board advantage with... God, I'm using these terms. I've not used these terms since... when was the last time I played Hearthstone? That must have been about 2015, 2016. I liked Hearthstone when it first came out. But then, like most card games, when they go on and the expansions come out for them, there's too many cards. If you don't play every single day, fall behind the meta, it's too much, yada yada yada. And it's not for me. Not for me at all. But, you know, while it's fresh and new, why not? I was going to try the new riveting gameplays that come out in the world. What riveting gameplay this is? I'll stop giving him more health for your dark packs and shite. I don't approve of it. I'm not sure what you achieved there. Sure what you achieved there at all. But free health. So we can blast you for 1. We can shoot you for 2. And get... oh, a Vanguard one. Ah, no, this one. 4 damage, 5 health. That makes me think of the Ice Yeti from Hearthstone. Which is a good amount. 5 health is great, because a lot of things have, what, 4 damage or 3 damage. So, nice one. So we'll punch you. But yeah, you'll notice that the Space Marines are a lot more tactical. They're a lot more, ooh, we've got options. Orcs, I don't think the deck that you get with them are good. Oh, that's one thing I forgot to mention when looking at the campaign stuff, is that you can unlock one entire thing for one entire tree for about 20 quid or something like that. That's like 20 quid for one faction, so depends how much free time you got in your life. Come on, opponent, reconnect for us. Don't ruin the game. Well, I suppose it is an early access, so, you know, I mean, this is a perfect example of what you can expect, or what kind of environment you can look forward to. But he's gone, I think. Or did he just surrender? Yeah, take that, you bugger. Look at us. And when we win, we get free skulls and stuff, which I assume is how many times we punched him, because one of our objectives is to punch people 3 times. We've also got more stratagem, so way well done for us. Does that mean we can purchase another thing from the... Oh, yeah, I'll show you. Yeah, so the premium... So, yeah, you buy this, get 200 points per day. Medium access to all the campaign nodes you've already unlocked, or something. Oh, right, so it doesn't unlock the whole thing. It just makes you unlock the things faster. Right. Okay. Now, one negative I've noticed about this is that for the missions, at the moment, it's only Orc money. So I can only unlock this stuff. Say, for example, if you start playing, you thought, ooh, I really want to play the Eldar. To get their starting deck, you need 100 of these points. And it does not seem that you're able to buy those points anywhere. Not sure what the Blackstone does. What do you do, Blackstone? Was that a problem for some time else? Who knows, in the grand scheme of things. We also have this weekly challenge thing, which we can collect in about 7 days. Oh, they unlocked one thing. Not sure what is inside those things there. So yeah, that's essentially all I've got to say. I'm sure I've probably forgotten some things, but such is the wicked way of doing things live. So yeah, cheers. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, etc., etc. Goodbye.